Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of SnowRunner. In today's video, I will go over customizations for the Ford F-750 and the Tuz 16 vehicle. I also said after I made a video of the Ford, I would let you know on a vehicle that I bought. Instead, and you look in the upper right corner, I had a ton of cash actually from completing a bunch of contracts, activities, and just little side quest missions. I have not done many main missions yet on this map, so you'll see videos of it. But what I did with my purchase is I bought the YAR 87, which is a scout vehicle, and I bought the Freightliner as well. It's a mini semi, but it is kind of like a scout basically. It's an off-road truck, but I use it as a scout vehicle sometimes just because it's really overpowered. It powers through any terrain. It can pull vehicles with a bunch of cargo on it. So I'll show you my customizations for both the Freightliner and the YAR 87. But I'm going to start out with the Ford F-750. So for my engine, I decided to go with the first choice option. These two engines just give you, like, in my opinion, eat your gas up quicker. So that's why I'm not running them. I mean, they're probably better to run either of these two engines here, but I'm not. So I'm just went with the first option. For your gearbox, there's only one selection, which is just a custom gearbox, and that gives you a low high and low gear. For suspension, there's stock, raised, and tune custom. These two are upgrades on the Kola Peninsula Russia map. I have not found them. I have only one upgrade found on this map, and it was for none of these vehicles. So I still have 4 or 5 more, I think, upgrades to find, but these are 2 of them. And for tires, you have your highway, you have your off-road. These do not have all-terrain or mud tires, so you either have to run with highway, off-road, or chained. And I'm using chain just for the ice and snow. And then I use the stock scout winch. Basically, any of these winches would be great. I just chose the stock one. And then for your frames, you have this pickup bed. The original color is white and blue. It's not purple and lime green. But you have a pickup bed which has gas cans, tire, and supplies to fix your vehicle if you damage it, and you get 2 spare wheels with it. You got a custom pickup bed, which is just this giant frame. So you get your extra 2 sets of tires with it, extra gas, extra repair kit, along with a small roof rack. And it allows you to have an extra tire again with another set of gas for your truck. There's also utility mount, which is just extra equipment. The more equipment you have is better, because if you're repairing a vehicle and you're using, say, this Ford, you can repair it and refill it with all this type of items, whatever you want to call it, miscellaneous, attached to you, so you don't have to go and get a gas tank from the store or a service vehicle to service that specific vehicle that needs those requirements. It also comes with a flatbed. It can only haul one type of cargo, which is like a size for a wood pallet basically only, and can't do a cargo container or pipes. And then you have a loading crane as well. I'm pretty sure the loading crane and flatbed can be together. I'm not sure though. And then you have your all-wheel and rear wheel drive. So your rear wheel drive comes when you find the vehicle. However, your all-wheel, you have to find it. It's an upgrade. So I haven't found it yet, of course, as you may have noticed in the last video. It sucks if you don't have it. So if you do get the Ford, make sure you get all-wheel drive. And then for my snorkel, I just went with the tall front facing, my bad. And then you have a short round cap. For your exhaust, there's 3 types: outrolled, which is there in the middle section. You got flat capped, and then stock, which is nothing. It's just normal. So I just ran a stock. For miscellaneous, you got your round beacon. It gets rid of your roof rack though. You can run chrome parking lights underneath it. It does not get rid of your roof rack. You got your factory parking lights, external horns to get rid of that cargo. But these external horns don't, because they're down by the fenders, which is what I'm using. And then straight cap sun visor is that little white piece over the windshield. And I apologize that this video is also coming out later. I've just been really busy, and if I sound sick or different, it's because I'm congested and I have really bad allergies this time of year. For your rooftop, you get a flasher bar. Again, gets rid of your supplies up top, fog lights, and they're just 2 different sets of fog lights basically. And then you have your front bumper, you got your lattice. I'm running the Hunter, that's your Hunter, trapezium, and that's your stock. And then for rims, this is the only set of rims you get. And then of course you have all of your colors. If I go down here, this is one of the color options that you can use, and if you don't want to use just a solid color, this is the one you have right away, is this color. You have this green and lime green, looks like teal mix, this brown, and this is the color that everyone's gonna probably run because it just looks so ugly. So that's the Ford F-750. So we'll go to the TUZ 16 vehicle customizations. Again, comes with 3 engines, but for these 2 engines you have to explore Tamara, Russia. So it's not in the Kola Peninsula map, so you have to explore the other Russian map to do it. So this is the engine you get. For your gearbox, you have a balanced gearbox. You have high range and off-road. I just run the balanced one just to make it easier, because I think these 2 eat gas up quicker, if I remember. I'm not 100% positive though. I think they do though, so that's why I just run just the stock normal one. For your suspension, you have stocked and raised. Raised, however, is an upgrade on this map, so you can find it and you can get a raised suspension for this vehicle. Again, for your tires, you got highway, all-terrain, off-road, and chain. I'm pretty sure this doesn't come with mud tires. We'll just check. I don't think it does though. Again, I want to just apologize for me being sick. Well, not really sick, just having allergies. Okay, you do come with mud tires for this. I won't go over every single tire with you guys, but those are just your options. Again, you have all of your winches. I run the high power medium winch just to help pull stronger vehicles out with loads of cargo on them or whatever. There is a spare wheel you can attach. In my opinion, I like the spare wheel there because otherwise it just looks like an empty space. For your frame add-ons, you get your maintenance truck. It holds less parts, and then if you did it on a bigger truck, so that's the only difference from this. Again, there's a small side bed. You got a fuel carrier for it. Loading crane you can attach to it, and then this is a roof rack. It just gives you extra gas and an extra repair kit. Basically, I don't run it, however, because I may just use this vehicle as a fuel distributor and travel with that fuel tank on it probably. For you have a diff lock, which is engageable. You can disengage it if you want. You have your snorkel, which is tall front facing, or your short round. I went the short round because it looked better, in my opinion, on it. For your miscellaneous, you have a double tall beacon, a small parking light, external horn, and your twin horns. Your rear bumper is just stock, you can't change it. Front bumper, you get hunter. You have a heavy duty crossbar fog lights and your stock. And then rims, there's different types. I went with the second set, which just looked better. I mean, there's not much of a difference between the first and second, just shinier. And then you got your colors. Again, it just changes the vehicle, doesn't change the box. The box will always be that green. So there's this type of camo. It's just all camo skins, basically. There's nothing different. So that's the Tuz, and these are, as I said earlier in the video, the Yar 87 is one of the vehicle choices I went with. So these are upgrades I'm gonna find eventually. Not really. I'm not gonna go over these too much. I'm just gonna kind of briefly talk about them. There's just your stock again, and so on and so on. And then you got your roof rack, which is just the whole roof, and you get carried 4 spare tires, which is big. It has 300 spare parts and 31 gallons of gas you can use. Well, it's probably liters, actually. So that's basically that. It's just the same kind of all around. If you run the factory beacon, it gets rid of the roof rack. So does the double. The tri-square beacon does not, though, however. You got your twin horn, which is just underneath the beacon, or the tri-square beacon. And then you got your angle with beacon, which is, not sure what that is, actually. Again, rear bumper, only stock, rooftop. Small parking lot, you get your spotlights you can help with, and then you got different types of bumpers, and then you get 2 sets of rims, and then your colors. Again, the reason why I went with this purchase for a scout vehicle is because it does better, in my opinion. I tested it out off recording, and I seem to like it. I completed the cabin mission where I said I'm sorry I had that in the video there with the Ford, because the Ford wasn't good, and I completed it with this, and this thing didn't have any issues. So I think I'm gonna keep it. I don't know if you can find it in the Tamara, Russia map. If so, it's alright. I already have this vehicle. And then the Freightliner. I used this to complete one of my missions in Michigan because one of my trucks was stuck with oil supplies on it and it couldn't get out of deep mud, so I used this little puppy here to pull it out, and it was amazing. So I recommend getting this truck as well because it's amazing. The only thing that sucks is the steering. The steering, if you turn it barely, it turns really sharp, so you have to be cautious of that. Again, your 3 types of engines for it. Gearbox is just a special off-road. So you have your high and low on your low section. This comes with a race suspension, which is good, because I don't have issues with it going through the water because it never gets to the point where water's higher than the vehicle. To the snorkel, and then you got different sets of tires, of course. It's mud tires, chain, off-road, all-terrain, and just highway. Got your winches. I went the high power one just because I'm going to use this mostly to pull out big vehicles if they get stuck, or if I have cargo on them. You get three add-ons, just your saddle high, saddle low, and a loading crane. Nothing too special. So this is only a carrier for trailers that you can use a saddle high or low for. I mean, you can use a crane just to load up other like equipment or other types of materials into a truck or something like that. And then your snorkel, you get 2 of them. I'll show you this better angle. I went with this one. I don't know why I did. I think that was what I had on it, so I just left it. And then your exhaust, you get 4 actually. You get just have to look for or unlocked actually. You have to unlock those. And then your miscellaneous, your rear bumpers only stock, nothing change. You just get 2 rooftops. Get 4 front bumpers. It is green when you get it, but I changed it to yellow, so that's why it's different. And then your different set of rims. And then your different types of color. That's the color once you buy it is that. I switched to yellow because yellow looked better for it. So the only reason I got this is just to help pull out bigger type vehicles, and it is handy. I use it a little bit on this course just to try out pulling out stuff and testing the terrain of it, and it did really good too. So I just wanted to say these 2 vehicles I would recommend getting once you level up high enough, I think, because you don't find these vehicles. I bought them in the store. I bought them in the store here. Just go to them real quick. And it is an American vehicle. The Freightliner is. This is an American vehicle, so you can't use it in Russia unless you recover it and put it in storage. But your scout vehicle you can use in Russia. You can use any of these vehicles anywhere. You just have to retain them is the issue. What I plan on doing though, I want to get this is what I really do want to get as well. But what I plan on doing probably in a few, not in the next video, but a couple videos later, I plan on getting this when I'm high enough. As you can see, I'm only level 18, but I'm almost level 19, and I need, it's hard to read, I need 29,050 experience points still for this. This thing, we can preview it. This thing just looks like a beast. It's kind of like the caterpillar that you get in Russia or Alaska. That's what it looks like to me, but that is one vehicle I'm looking forward to. Anyways, I just want to thank you guys for watching this video today. Again, apologize for if it sounds different because my voice, because there's allergies. And sorry for it being a later upload than usual. I planned on trying to get a consistent schedule, but I just been so busy with work this week, I just haven't had time to get my edit in and upload this video. So it's just hard for me, but I plan to try to get a consistent schedule out. So by the time you see this, will be probably later on tonight. It will, if it's not, you guys will get 2 videos tomorrow on Wednesday. So I just want to thank you guys again for the support so far. You guys are killing it with the views, the likes. So just continue to do that. Just like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It means a lot, helps me out, helps the YouTube community out. I'm sorry again. But thank you guys again, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks guys.